Hello there everybody, and welcome to my newest review of Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor, which has 290 pieces and retails for $45. Comes with 3 minifigures, being Ahsoka, Anakin, and R7A7. Pretty sure I said that right. But yeah, now let's get into the minifigures. The first figure we're going to look at is Ahsoka Tano, which first thing I'm going to say is that she does have the mid-leg, so that means they're not short, not tall. But yeah, then she has torso printing, leg printing, and face printing. But something I will say about this figure, is another problem figures have been having recently, is that they don't put pupils into the eyes, and that could just look really bad. But on the other side of Ahsoka's head, we can see she has an angry expression, so that's pretty cool, I guess. She does have back printing, and she even has printing on the top of her head tails. I don't know what they're called, but yeah, so that's a pretty cool detail. Now, one thing about this figure is that the head tails look the same, but I'm pretty sure they're different. Like, I thought they were the same at first, but now that I'm looking at them in person, they look a little bit different. I don't know if you can really see that on camera, but the printing is different, but I'm pretty sure hers is supposed to be longer, but I can't tell if it is or if it's the same mold and they're just being cheap. But yeah, this is her next to her older counterpart. But yeah, a great Ahsoka minifigure, and I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Our next figure is Anakin Skywalker, and he has torso printing, leg printing, head printing, as most figures do. On the other side of his face, we can see he has more of an angry expression, which is not a good thing for the Jedi to be doing, but it's Anakin. But yeah, pretty cool face expression. Back printing. He has the same Anakin hairpiece we've been getting since 2008, and who knows how accurate that is, considering this is based off more of like in Clone Wars to Revenge of the Sith, so I guess that hairpiece wouldn't be as accurate as it is in the early Clone Wars, but yeah. But yeah, a really good minifigure, and honestly, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. And the last figure we're going to look at today is R7A7, which is a really cool minifigure and actually hasn't been made since 2009, so that's pretty cool. We can see the red astromech legs, torso printing, head printing, and then flipping it around to the back of the head printing, and unfortunately no back printing, unlike we get for R2-D2, but yeah, pretty cool. All around a great astromech droid, and I'll give it a 9 out of 10. An all around solid minifigure lineup, except I would have replaced Anakin with Count Dooku, or included both of them. But yeah, I think this set would have been a lot better if it included Count Dooku or Asajj Ventress, but it's Lego at this point. What do you expect? Now taking a look at the build, where this is actually a really good build, except there are a few things that I'm not really a big fan of, but we'll start with some of the positives. Right here, we can see cannons, which I didn't even know the Jedi Interceptor had right there. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then looking at the back of the ship, we can see thrusters and spring-loaded shooters. We don't know how those work. Push down, they shoot, boom. Now there are a lot of stickers in this set, 11 in total actually. Yeah, that is kind of sad that Lego can't print stuff, because sticker, and then that's 4 of those, 2 of these, and then if you open up the cockpit, you can see 1 in there, which easily could have been a print with another different a control panel piece, but oh well. You can take her droid and just easily fit him right in there, and boom, he's now in the ship. Before you get the Ahsoka figure inside, what are you going to do with their lightsabers? Well, they thought of that, which is what they've been doing for the past 10 years. More than that, actually, but there's these clips right here, and you just take her lightsabers and put them right in there, and boom, so you don't have to worry about them disappearing on you. But yeah, so that's pretty cool that Lego does that. Cleaning up the cockpit is pretty simple. You just open that up, but this is where I wanted to start with one of the set's biggest flaws. That's right here with the windshield piece. When you lift up the cockpit, the windshield piece right here goes up too, but look in the movie, we can see that the windshield piece is supposed to stay down, which was a big oversight on Lego's end, but only the best is good enough, right guys? But anyways, setting Ahsoka down is pretty simple. You just lift up the cockpit piece and put her on the ship. And here she is, and then you're going to want her to lean her back just a little bit, but not too far back. And then you can just close the cockpit right there. Now, one thing I do like about the set is that Ahsoka actually sits in there, because in a lot of modern LEGO sets, they just have the characters lay in there, and that looks really stupid, so I'm very much so glad that she can sit up. But yeah, now that we've got Ahsoka in the cockpit, we can put the ship in flight. Also, sorry if you can hear my dog rolling around, but anyways, we do have to do all this manually, but, you know, it's not that bad. And then boom, it's a very swooshable ship, which is very good. Now, if we look at the bottom of the ship, we can see they actually tiled it off, which is pretty cool. Except, you know, there's a lot of people that like to display their sets with stands, so they're either going to have to mod this or find another way to do it. But, so yeah, that does kind of suck, but I can see why LEGO doesn't really think about them with a set meant for kids. Before you rant at me about how LEGO is for everyone, and I'm just saying that this is not an 18+ set, and LEGO's thinking about the kids while making it, probably. But, you know, just don't go attacking me in the comments if you didn't fully understand what I meant by that. But yeah, this set is meant for both audiences, but, you know, LEGO was making it for the kids. But yeah, this is a pretty cool set. I would do a little comparison to some other Interceptors, except the only other one that I have is broken right now, and I'm trying to fix it, but I just can't find all the pieces, which, you know, that's pretty annoying, but I'll have to eventually do that whenever I find all the pieces. But yeah, so let's get into my final thoughts. But yeah, my final thoughts on the set, I would just like to say, this set is insanely overpriced. For $45, this is all you get. That's just honestly kind of sad, and the set really should have been $35. And this is just a really stupid and LEGO's part, but, you know, LEGO, you need to start making your prices better, because you'll make more money. But yeah, it's kind of sad on LEGO's end, but I'm going to give this set a 7 out of 10, just because, you know, it's pretty good, but, you know, it's not the best LEGO set of all time. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like. If you didn't enjoy, leave a dislike. If you're new around here, consider subscribing.